Okay, thank you. Continuing the recording, and we're still on this one here, and we're just doing this. So I got negative, so look how I listed it, so you can read it. Negative for the first one, it doesn't have to be in a different color, right? Negative for the next factor, negative for the next factor, negative on the bottom, negative on the bottom. And I list it this way. That way, if you want to compare answers and you say, wait, how come I got a positive? You go, wait, what was your top factors? Negative, 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 and you know. And if you wrote your factors backwards, you still have your factor chart here. Basically, that's my factor chart. And you go, wait, I had my plus t plus 2 here, you had minus here. Oh, but we got the same answer. So you can still compare. So all the information is here. And then you go, conclusion, negative times a negative times a negative times 5 negatives. Just look at it. 5 negatives, I get a negative answer. And I circle it and put it on the bottom. So the other option you have, instead of doing this, is called a factor chart. I don't remember if it goes left to right or right to left, but what you do is you write the factor, so I think you go negative 20, and then you're supposed to put that there, and then t minus 6. I don't know how you include the negative 20. And you do charts. T plus 2. Oh, shoot, I ran out of room. Sorry. Okay, so you have to do negative, oh no, I need more room. Wait, sorry. I need the left side. So I go negative 20, I think you have to do that one. T minus 6, t plus 2, t plus 1, t plus 8, okay? Then on the side, I might be doing this backwards, but you can look in the book if you want to use this method. And then you go, x is less than negative 8, x is between negative 8 and negative 2, and then you do each one of these. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you show it here, and then you do your negative, negative, that thing, and then you have to have another row of conclusion, I think, on the side. So you need one more row to your conclusion. So I do the same, instead of doing it chart form, I just do it here. I can still compare, because I have my factored form here. I can compare all the factors. So if you say, wait, how'd you get negative? I'll say, well, I got negative, 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 2 negatives on the bottom. So you can still compare, but I don't like writing it out, I think primarily because I'm lazy. Just going to admit it right there. That's a lot of work to me. It takes a lot of time. And then I hate being really messy because then I'm like trying to make it neat. So I'm like, oh, no, that's going to take me so much longer. If you can do that, totally fine. Okay? And some teachers do this the whole way through. I end up spending too much time trying to make the chart. So up to you. If you do it, just make sure you can do it in the same time I can do this. Right? Not that, oh, I'm making my, and I've got my ruler out. And right? If you're going to spend that long making it super neat, you have to be able to do it fast. Okay, so it should take you the same amount of time, totally fine either way. I'm going to do this way. So if you do your chart, you can still compare your chart with mine because I have all the information. Good? All right, so if you want, that's called a factor chart or a number line. So usually we say show a factor chart or a number line, and we give you a mark for this. I want to see the factors on the top here. So you're going to do the next one. So in this next one, what number would I use? I'll try x equals negative, say, 3. Anything between negative 8 and negative 2. You don't have to tell me. Remember, this is your brain. I don't want to know what number you chose. It's in your brain. Put it in. The first number is negative. Negative 3 minus, so negative. Negative 3 plus 2, negative. Negative 3 plus 1, negative. Negative 3 plus 8, positive. Negative, negative, 4 negatives. Then I get someone who usually asks, is it always going to alternate? No. Unfortunately, the examples I think we did today are alternating. But it won't always alternate. It might go minus, plus, plus, okay, or minus, minus, plus. So don't assume it'll alternate. Please get used to the check, okay? Unfortunately, I did do examples that were a little simple, and then not simple, but like I forgot to try to make it bounce, okay, or change on the number. So, but it's the same process, so whether or not this should be irrelevant, it's the process that's true, okay? So that here, I'm going to try another number. What would I choose here? I can choose, oh, this, you might have to go to a decimal. And I don't care if you use a decimal. If you see a decimal faster than a fraction, then do a decimal. In my head, I'm thinking negative 1.5. So the first number is negative, negative, positive, negative 1.5 plus 2, negative, positive, and I got negative. Is that okay? And then I'm going to go again, and I'm going to say, okay, here, what number I can choose x. Remember, you don't have to tell me the number. 0. 0 is good. Oh, zeros are always nice. So negative, this will be negative. 0 plus 2, positive. 0 plus 1, positive. 0 plus 8, positive. Right? And then here, we've got 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so positive. And yes, it does alternate. Okay, I'm gonna move this over a little just because it was too close, and highlight it there. So I'm just moving it over. Okay, so then my last one here, I'll choose x equals 7. Okay, 7, so I've got the negative 20, positive, positive, oh, all positive, right? And so I got negative. There you go. And then you write your conclusion. So I'm asking, so it's actually much faster. So the first one I do is just slow because of the explanation. So again, we're looking for when is this whole thing greater than, so greater than will be open dot. So this is open, so this is round bracket. Round bracket. Okay, round bracket. Like that. So you're going to tell me when it's greater than. So that would just be here and here. Right, I'll circle it. So here and here. That's it. And put your answer. Right, so the next one we do will be faster because that's all the theory that we needed. So therefore, you don't have to do therefore, but make your conclusion. X is going to be between round -8, -2, or -1, 6. Done. Questions? All right, so let's do the next one and see just how, not fast, but like how much more straightforward it is without, we know the theory now. So here, bring it over to the left side. Sometimes I just picture this as all over 1, or you can picture each one as over 1. It doesn't matter. Same thing. I'm going to bring it over. So x minus 2 over 1 minus 8 over x is less than 0. You can bring it to the left or to the right. Left or to the right, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to make lowest common denominator, which I can see is just x. So I'm going to multiply x and make sure it goes to both. Right, so no silly mistakes here. Is it better if I zoom in, or you're okay this way? Okay, big enough. Okay, tell me if I should zoom in. You're going to get x squared minus 2x minus 8 all over x less than 0. Okay, I'll zoom in one more time. Okay, you're good. Everything up here is done, right? So I'll zoom in so you can see it a little bit bigger. Okay, there we go. Factor the top, or factor top numerator and denominator as much as possible. So we're going to go here, x minus 4, x plus 2 over x. Okay, we know it's less than, and we're just going to do our number line. So this is a shorter one, so we're going to do a number line. Continues, and on my number line I've got 0, -2, and 4. Again, just equal spacing, I don't care. 4, 0, and -2. I note down 0 is my vertical asymptote just out of habit. I go vertical asymptote, it'll always be round there, never, never, never will be included in my answer, in my solution set. So it's a vertical asymptote, always round. This is going to be round anyway, but I still do it as out of habit. Sometimes I go check, double check. Oh yeah, it's round anyway because it's less than, not equal. Okay, and we're just going to check our values. So for the first one here, again, you don't have to write this. I'll do it one more time, and on the next example, I won't write what I'm thinking. So x equals -3. Plug it into my values, and I have my factored form here, so I use this. Negative, 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 so negative. Okay, here my thought would be maybe -1. Okay, -1, and then negative, positive, negative, which is positive. I know it's alternating. It won't always. Just check anyway. For this next one here, we're going to do here x equals 1. So this will be negative, positive, positive, which, yes, is negative. Does that make sense? And then my last one I'm going to do here, which would be x equals 5. And we're going to get, so this will be 5, so positive, 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 so positive. There we go. And then you're asked, where is it below 0? Right? And this part here is telling me, right, open bracket. Oh, sorry, not open bracket, round bracket. Round bracket. Right, so my brain, round bracket. And so my answer is, and we want less than, so that would be both here and here. And you're just doing your answer. So therefore, x would be negative, element of negative infinity to negative 2, or 0 to 4. Round on all of them. Good, right? Okay, so you start the next one. I'll pause here, and then you start, and we'll take it up in a second.